You're traveling through another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land of imagination. Next stop, the Hole of the Rabbit.
The Mystery of the Min Min Light by Bill Beattie. 1947 in the Sydney Morning Herald. One of Australia's most remarkable ghostly manifestations is the strange wandering light that appears at indefinite periods at Min Min, near Boulia, in Western Queensland. Known locally as the ghost light, it is a moon of light suspended in space, darting hither and thither, vanishing ghost-like in the dark recesses of the trees. The locality in which it appears happens to have been the site of a notorious shanty which was known as the Min Min Hotel. No spots on Earth were lower than some of these western shanties of the Queensland of 70-odd years ago. The Min Min Hotel was regarded as the worst of these vicious dens. It stood beside the road to Warrenda, and other outlying stations, towards the border of Central Australia. Dispensing adulterated liquor and illegal substances, the Min Min Hotel derived its profits from the process known as lambing down unwary shearers and station hands, who arrived there with large checks and still larger thirsts. Many of these men remained there. The fierce, doped spirits caused their deaths. Others were killed in wild brawls, or were murdered for their money, and at the rear of the hotel site there is still to be seen the Min Min graveyard, where these victims were buried. It is nearly 70 years since the hotel was destroyed by fire. Shortly after the fire, a stockman rode wildly one night to the police station. He was greatly agitated, and it was some minutes before he could pull himself together. After the sergeant had given him a glass of water, he told his story. "You won't believe me, but it's true. I swear it's the gospel truth. About 10 o'clock this evening I was riding not far from the Min Min graveyard when all of a sudden I saw a strange glow appear right in the middle of the cemetery. I looked at it amazed. The glow got bigger, till it was about the size of a watermelon. I couldn't believe my eyes as I saw it hovering over the ground. And then I broke into a cold sweat, for it started to come towards me. It was too much for my nerves. I was terror-stricken. I dug the spurs into the horse and headed towards Boulia as fast as I could. But every time I looked back over my shoulder I could see the light following me. It only disappeared when I got to the outskirts of the town." Don't smile, Sergeant. Can't you see it's the truth I'm telling you? But the police made light of the stockman's story, and the whole town ragged the unfortunate man about the spook he had seen. Then came report after report that substantiated the story. Today the phenomenon is an established fact. Thousands of people have seen the Min Min light. Many scientists have gone to Boulia in the hope of solving the mystery, but have been completely baffled by it. True, it has some features in common with the will-o'-the-wisp, that curious light seen in marshland and church graveyards in northern Europe. But there are vital points of difference between the will-o'-the-wisp and the Min Min light. The former is produced from decaying animal matter in churchyards or marshes, whereas the Australian light not only shines above a graveyard, but moves about over hard, rocky plain country totally unlike European marshlands. The riddle remains unsolved.